Hi Virgo, thanks for joining me. I will be doing a 6-card spread for you and relaying any messages that pop up in the cards for you. Okay, so first from the top left we have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords indicates that you aren't in your element this month. This could indicate that there's a situation here that will arise and it will cause you to be quite overwhelmed and not sure which direction to take, because here with the Page of Swords, this is air energy. This is all about being one with your thoughts. But I feel as though there's a bit of disorientation surrounding you this month with the Page of Swords, and it could very well have to do with work. I feel as though you'll be working very hard this month, not really seeing much opportunity, much gratification, much rewards or incentives, but I feel they will be coming to you. If they aren't tangible during the month, I feel as though by the end of the month you will have victory, indicated by the Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot card here. But back to the Page of Swords, I feel as though this could be more to do with a work situation or a professional situation as opposed to love. I mean, it could be either or. The Page of Swords could see you exchanging a few words or being a little bit anxiety ridden or overwhelmed in your relationship. Something might have happened over the New Year break or the Christmas break with you and your partner, and you're feeling a bit like you're lacking direction in your relationship, or that you're lacking a bit of professional direction and what path you'd like to take and where you see yourself and long-term goals, things like that. So I feel as though there's a bit of uncertainty surrounding those things for you this month. Moving on with the next card, we have the Three of Pentacles, and this symbolizes to me that you'll be visiting a lot of places, possibly attending interviews or visiting a lot of clients. Back on the job front, I feel as though you'll be extremely busy. I feel as though there's a lot of correspondence, clients, meetings, things that you need to address, things that you need to go through and set yourself up for the year. I feel as though if this is regarding a partner or a relationship, the Three of Pentacles indicates that you and your partner may be visiting churches, perhaps getting back in touch with your spiritual or religious roots. I feel as though this could also indicate you looking for homes, if you're looking to buy a home or looking to rent a new home with a partner. But I feel you will be visiting a lot of places this month. And this could even be in a creative pursuit. Perhaps you're showcasing or you're setting up stalls or markets to advertise and sell your products. Perhaps you're doing those things because you're showing off your talents here, you're showing your work. Maybe you've had some sort of creative pursuit that's been in the works and hasn't yet been revealed, and this might be the month where you sort of take the practical steps to make that happen, because Three of Pentacles is air energy. It's things in your physical realm, so maybe you're taking practical steps here. But moving on, we have the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands is you working really, really hard. I feel as though you'll have your head down. You've got a lot going on for you this month. I feel as though it will be a jam-packed month. It may be somewhat disorientating because you have so much that you need to do, but I feel as though you will be capable of doing that because you have victory in these cards. You may feel a little overwhelmed, maybe anxiety ridden, maybe not in the best mental space this month. However, I feel you will triumph with all these tasks that need doing, because we do have the Ten of Wands. As I mentioned, I feel as though there's a lot of words that will be exchanged this month, a lot of communication, a lot of correspondence, and this could indicate you're doing a lot of hard work, you're taking the initiative. I feel as though it's you that needs to put your best foot forward, as indicated by the Page of Swords and the Ten of Wands. And as I mentioned, you will be victorious in this. You will come through. So if this is regarding a love situation, I feel as though you're carrying the weight of the relationship this month. But I feel it will bring you some very good results, as indicated by the Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot card. You may be dealing with a fire sign. Air is coming through quite strongly as well, and earth. So if you are dealing with one of those signs, I feel as though you need to take the initiative, especially this month. I feel as though your partner may be sort of sitting back and waiting for you to do these things. So maybe it's time to do that. As I mentioned, you will be feeling a little overwhelmed, so I would advise you to gather your thoughts, collect your thoughts, make sure you know what it is that you'd like to communicate with your partner, because I feel you will be extremely direct. But again, I feel like this is more to do with work, but I feel as though you're taking the practical steps to get higher in where you want to be, higher in your role, more noticed, acknowledged, rewarded, praised. But that's certainly coming up for you, especially with the Queen of Pentacles. This is a beautiful card of lushness, abundance, money, wealth, stability, happiness, love, fertility. It has beautiful associations here, and it's also an energy of you feeling very, very intuitive, in your element. But I feel this may come towards the end of the month because you are being overwhelmed in your head. However, in your physical space, in your physical realm, this is you, Virgo. This is you. You're the earth sign. This is you in your element. You have money in your hands here. You may see some unexpected funds that might come to you, perhaps in the form of an incentive, or perhaps winning something. This could even be winning some funds and going to collect them, being mentioned in a will and collecting some money, some sort of inheritance perhaps, a bonus of some sort, work compensation. It could be that. I feel as though news of this will be coming to you very, very soon. But with the Queen of Pentacles and regarding a love situation, this could indicate that you and your partner are just feeling really intimate, passionate with each other. You're very attractive to your partner. Not that you weren't before, but even more so at around this time of the year. This could also indicate you're thinking about pregnancy, or you may become pregnant, or you may hear news of someone becoming pregnant. But I feel as though relationships are really good this month for you with the Queen of Pentacles. And it will start with you. As I mentioned before, you will be taking the initiative. You will be taking the practical steps to help this relationship go further than it is. Despite what you've been thinking in your head here, you will manifest what it is that you want, especially with the Queen of Pentacles here. And I feel there's luck. There's luck surrounding you here, and everybody's noticing you. If this is at work, then I feel as though, as I mentioned, it could be some sort of incentive coming to you from work. And you could even be having a admirer at work, and you haven't noticed this yet, but this is indicated by the Four of Pentacles here and the Queen of Pentacles, especially with the Chariot, because the Chariot has got these beautiful stars, and in so many civilizations, whoever went on a chariot was obviously noticed, whether it was for, being a pharaoh, being a king, being part of the military, being a vizier, being whoever, but certainly someone that was in the spotlight. But I feel as though you could have some sort of secret admirer that you're not unsure of with the Four of Cups. You weren't even aware that this person liked you, and it could overwhelm you in some way. It could certainly be that, because with the Four of Cups, this is some sort of opportunity that will be gifted to you from the hand of God here. See how he comes through the heavens and puts this opportunity in your path. It's almost fate talking here. And you will feel very intuitive about this situation, so your intuition is heightened this month. It's important that you listen and observe the messages that the universe is sending to you, or the angels, or whatever it is that you'd like to call it. But certainly an opportunity here with the Four of Cups. Something will surprise you. I'm not sure, but I feel you're attending a lot of events. It could be, as I mentioned, funds coming to you out of the blue, an inheritance. You get granted a lease, a settlement for a home. But if this is regarding a love situation, the Four of Cups could indicate that your partner may surprise you and say something or do something that perhaps is out of character, but I feel as though it will surprise you in a good way. You may be disappointed up until a certain point of the month, and then things just change because the top spread seems to be more hardworking, more involved, laborious, so to speak. But the bottom three cards could indicate that, and I feel they do indicate that you will be having a better half of the month towards the end of the month. But again, a partner could surprise you So you may feel overwhelmed, melancholy even, and then something might change and then you become the Four of Cups to the Queen of Pentacles and the Chariot card, which is beautiful. Virgo, that means there's a shift here. There's quite a big shift. But don't be discouraged, I'm tempted to say, because there is light at the end of the tunnel. Now, with the Chariot card, this is a beautiful card of victory, fate, recognition, being in the public eye, being very balanced, perhaps having great leadership skills. Again, visiting places. I feel as though there's lots of buildings here in the background, especially with the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot. You're going a lot of places and tying up loose ends, doing things. You may be quite frazzled this month trying to tick off everything, and if that's the case and this is how you're feeling, I would advise you create some sort of to-do list, a goal list, anything like that to sort of get things out of your head and onto paper with physical steps here, practical steps. But back to the Chariot, this could indicate that you will be watched this month. This could indicate there's a lot of people admiring you. This could be lovers, this could be secret admirers, this would be people at work, this could be friends. I feel as though you may be guiding and helping some people. And as I said, there's something about initiative this month that's very important, because as you take this initiative, it will in turn lead, inspire, motivate, and mentor others in your wake. So that's very important. And make sure you're very prominent and everyone is very attentive to what it is that you're saying this month. So make sure your words are deliberate. A lot of communication, a lot of correspondence, but you could be victorious in some sort of a situation here. This could be regarding work, obtaining a new client. I don't feel as though you're looking for new work. I feel as though you will be raised from where you are now into perhaps a higher position. And that's nice with the Chariot. Again, this could indicate fate's coming to you here, especially with the stars. Stars are a beautiful symbol of fate, the divine, the cosmos, and divine orchestration. So the Chariot could indicate that fate is at play. The wheels are in motion this month. And I'll just see what the priestesses have to say. Just want to see what's happening in your professional career and how you'll be feeling towards your professional career, creative pursuits, work. What's happening there for you this month? What will it bring you? It will bring you wisdom. So the Priestess of Wisdom dates here listed as September 30th to October 27th. The Priestess of Wisdom reminds us that we need to be just that. We need to be wise. This could indicate further study, higher study courses, doing more research for yourself about what it is that you want, digging deeper, not being so much in your head with the Page of Swords, but more writing things down, being wise, seeking guidance from others. Again, this ties into what I was saying before with people listening to you because you have wise words here. There's a lot of correspondence, but people will take you seriously. Don't be disappointed, don't be discouraged, because people are listening to your wise words. You have a lot of wisdom to share and to take on, most definitely. So maybe it's you that needs to do the extra listening as well this month. And we'll just see what's going on in your love situation and what priestesses will bring you. Okay, so we have the Priestess of Solitude. So regarding your love situation, I feel as though you need time alone. The Swords are air energy. This could have something to do with an air sign. This could also indicate you're in your head a lot. And I feel as though you need solitude. That's big for you. Again, like I mentioned, you could be overwhelmed. You're visiting a lot of places, doing a lot of things, talking to a lot of people. So this serves as an extra reminder that for you to feel liberated, just like this beautiful eagle here, you need to be on your own. Maybe get back in touch with meditation, your spiritual roots. This could indicate that as well. Or religious roots, whatever it is. That's heightened this month, and that needs to happen. And I hope you take on these messages and don't overwhelm yourself this month. But I hope you have a lovely month. Good luck, all the best.